Welcome back to JCR Garage for part 2 of the Volvo build. You can see I've pulled the front end off because I have to fix all this rust blemishes on the front end. That meant the headlights and bumper, the grill had to come out. There is an engine preheater through the grill, so just put the grill up there instead of filling with the wiring. This front fender is pretty good. There's not a lot of rust up front or just a little bit back there. And you can see all the spots down here. We have sanded it down to bare metal, put on can rust, and then primer, and also sanded a little bit around so the body filler will have something to grab onto. And done the same on the door and rear quarter. I still have to pull the rear bumper off and all the trim because we're gonna repaint the doors and rear quarters from underneath this. Everything on top is just gonna be spotted in every here and there, and then polished. So I will get back to you when I've taken the rear bumper off and had a look at how everything looks under there. Alright, so I apologize for the compressor running in the background there, but so far I have taken the inner wheel arch lining out and massaged this dent back out. Went really easily, just one pop. Taken the trim off the rear doors and rear quarters, also the front door on the passenger side. And I've started using this little grinder to grind away the heart of all the rust, to be able to put can rust on them, and then respray at least this whole thing. And yeah, the rear bumper's off. That's you can see here I removed all the trim on this side. That bumper bracket's still on there because it's plastic and it has nuts in it and it's rusted, which means the nuts started turning around in there, so I couldn't get it off. But that one stays on the car. The other one is here. Bumper's off, like I said. There's not a lot to do on this side. So we'll keep grinding rust away at the front end. Alright, so the passenger side of the car is pretty much done right now. It's missing body filler and paint on the outside, as well as some seam sealer on the inside in the rear wheel, spare wheel arch, spare wheel well, and then the passenger side will be done. Needs to get the trim back on, but you know. So while I am waiting to move the welder and everything over to the other side of the car, I decided to have a check at a couple of wheels I have. Along with some car in the past, there was a set of original Volvo 240 alloy wheels. You know, they have a lot of spokes and square-ish holes. I've taken those and, well, they have been sanded and primered before, but I've taken it and sanded back the primer because it was not really that well done. And on one of them, I just put on a light coat of some universal, well, real cheap rim paint that's like silver rim color, and it actually turned out pretty good. And when we got this car, the driver's seat was moved to the passenger side, so you know all the adjustments were on the wrong side of the seat, considering where we're sitting. And the reason was that on the original driver's seat, the fabric had gotten a tear, you know, just as where you get into the car where you sit in on the back. It got a tear there, and someone had probably been sitting really like this driving, so they'd forced the foam on the side bolster, well, to pretty much split and fold over to the back. So I figured I'd take that seat in, get a needle and some thread, and sew back together the fabric, and then pull it back off and try to glue that foam back together. So here is the driver's seat laying on the floor between the firewood box and the couch to force this back together. Hopefully the glue is starting to stick by now, so that I can actually move this and pull the cover back on. And it was, you can see right here, this is where the wear was to the fabric itself, which I have sewn back together. You can see that thread right there. Strangely, this car has heated seats. The thing is, the entire center console is missing. The one that's at the, well, over, the one that's over the emergency brake and around, you know, in the middle, around here somewhere, it's supposed to be. That one's missing, and I'm guessing that one's supposed to have the button for heated seats, because there is no button in the car. So, like I was saying, I hope this glue is starting to stick so I can put this thing back together and have a look at how it looks. But we'll see about that. And that is it for this time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video about the Volvo 240.